That's pretty rude to our little friend, don't you think?
What was she doing here?
Came to talk business with you. It was really me she came to see.
What do you mean?
She wants me to back her client, Ricky Decker, in a record.
Oh.
I take it your little meeting with Paige didn't go too well.
Not very. She knows something, but she's not telling. Well, it's okay. I've got other ways of making her talk.
Oh, you're very foolish, Peter. I would think you'd have learned your lesson about that kind of persuasion. If you hadn't been so set on persuading Chris Shaw and Bernie Stokes to tell you where that money was, they'd be alive today, and we'd be in a lot less trouble.
Oh, come on, Jim. You wanted to get your hands on that money as much as I did.
True, but I'm a lot more patient than you.
I don't need patience. All I need is Joe Foster. Paige can lead us to him.
Well, forget Paige. There are other ways of finding Foster.
Such as?
Elena Decker.
What are you talking about?
You haven't been able to see the forest for the trees, have you? Fosters are under your nose all along.
You're crazy.
Far from it. I think it's about time we paid Miss Decker a little visit.
I still don't understand why we can't have barbecue. Everybody in Texas loves barbecue.
And I will not serve barbecue at a formal dinner party for the board of directors of World Oil.
Well, they'd like it. Of course, maybe the deal's a good idea.
Thank you.
Well, what's going to happen if the board of directors doesn't vote Mr. Connor out of office?
They will. Dennis and I control 2/3 of the company's stock. The board will follow our wishes.
Are you sure Dennis is going to vote with you?
Of course, I'm sure. Hiya, Dennis.
Vivian?
Oh, hi, darling. How are you?
I got my notice for the board meeting.
Yes. Mine arrived this afternoon, too.
Well, I just came by to make sure that if I keep my end of the bargain and vote Ryan out of office, that you'll keep your end of the bargain as well.
What time you got here? What'd you find out?
Nothing. Elena wasn't at the apartment.
Well, just gonna have to wait until she shows up here at the coop. One way or another, we're gonna find out what Miss Decker knows about Joe Foster.
Hey, you. Come here. You've been buzzing around here like a hummingbird ever since you got in this afternoon. What's up?
Nothing's up.
I know you better than that, Elena. Hey.
It's Paige.
Paige?
Paige Carrington. Joe? She knows I'm hiding you.
What about our deal?
Vivian, don't you think this would be a good time to take care of the marketing?
If you say so, Mrs. Wheeler. See you later.
You haven't changed your mind. I mean, you're not thinking about backing out on our deal.
I signed a contract with you, Dennis. I intend to honor it.
Fine. Let's discuss your plans for the party.
The party can wait.
You always plan your parties weeks in advance. This is the most important party I'll ever attend. If you're going to invite Houston's finest to dinner and a surprise screening of Paige's film, you can't wait till the last minute.
I'm giving a dinner party for the board of directors after the meeting next week. Once I have that out of the way, I'll do something about your party.
Well, where do you think we should have it? Here? The top of the World Club. That would be very appropriate, don't you think?
We'll see.
Well, if the meeting does come first, and I help you vote Ryan out of office, you've got what you want. You'd better just make sure that you don't change your mind about helping me.
Dennis, perhaps there is some other way.
No, there is no other way. Dad and everyone else in Houston has to see Paige for what she really is. We are going to show that porno film. Yeah, why are you suddenly so concerned about Paige?
Oh, it's not Paige I'm concerned about. It's you.
Me? Hey, I'm fine. A couple of days on the yacht and I go...
But why don't you try talking to Elliot again?
Because it won't do any good. He won't listen. He has to be shown. You see, what we have is a nice, even trade. You get Ryan Connor, and I get Paige. I am not going to vote Ryan out of office unless you order the invitations for the party and do it this afternoon.
All right. All right. How does Paige know that you're hiding me?
Well, when I saw her, she asked me where I got that confession you wrote.
Did you tell her?
Well, I didn't have to. She knew.
Well, that's great. First Ruby Wright, now Paige Carrington. Pretty soon all of Houston's going to know that I'm here.
Oh, come on, not everyone is going to know. Nobody knows you're here.
Well, those two ladies know you got me stashed somewhere. It amounts to the same thing.
Bobby Sue is the only one who knows that I rented this apartment.
Elena, it's just a matter of time. Somebody else is going to find out.
Look, no, even if Paige knew, I don't think she'd say anything to anybody.
And what makes you so sure of that?
Because I had a talk with her, and I explained to her the way things were, and I think she understood.
Terrific. I'll be sure to keep that in mind when the cops show up to arrest me. Because you can be sure about one thing. The cops aren't going to understand.
So I'm sorry I said anything to Paige, but I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, I'm the one who should be sorry.
You mad at me?
No, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at myself for getting you into this mess.
I'm glad I'm in this mess. I wouldn't want to be anyplace else if it meant that I wasn't going to be with you. Oh, I love you, Joe.
Oh, I love you too, Elena. I just wish I knew how to get us out of this.
All right, well, listen. Now, I've been thinking, okay, you're always talking about us leaving the country, right?
Yeah?
I think we should do it right now.
How? You say you won't leave the country until I turn in that drug money, and if I do that, we're trapped. We can't go anywhere without money.
Yeah, but I have almost $5,000 in the bank.
It's a drop in a bucket.
Well, my Aunt Maggie said that she would lend me $10,000. It's almost $15,000.
Elena, honey, $15,000 ain't going to get us very far.
Well, it'll get us to Mexico, and then we could both get jobs.
I'm not sure I want you working.
Well, why not? I'm working now at the Coop.
Yeah, but you're singing. I mean, that's different. Once we're on a run, you ain't going to be able to do that.
Why not?
Because we're going to have to keep a low profile. If you're going to be singing, you're going to be attracting attention.
Okay, so I won't sing. I'll waitress like I did in the diner.
No. That's not the kind of life I want for you. I mean, once we get married, well, I'm just not sure that that's the kind of work I want you to do.
So don't worry about that. We can deal with that later. The most important thing is that we get out of here.
Yeah, right. Where are you going?
I'm going over to Maggie's to pick up that check. And then I'm going to stop by the Coop, talk to Billy Joe, and see if any of those royalties